I think we have to be a lot more careful about the energy resources that we tap into that is not recyclable. I think that's a big one that we need to limit. And I think the future is solar power and wind turbines, and truthfully I think that's the way we're going, is we're using recyclable power. And the fact that we can't, tap into this power and just use it and let it go. I think a lot of places around the world are going to utilize this in the near future, and it's going to be a much cleaner world. I think in the long run, like we're talking like 20 years or something, I think a lot of people, I'd say almost all the people are going to be using electric cars, and there may be a few people that are, back good old gasoline and they'll still use that. But I'm pretty sure most people are just going to use electric cars, and other people like that are just going to slowly switch over. It'll be grandfathered in is what I'm thinking. In terms of, like I said before, solar panels are just everywhere on roofs, stuff like that. Solar energy is going to be a big one. It's going to be a standard, I think, in the near future, and as well as wind turbines and stuff like that. And I mean, the only thing you got to worry about there is noise pollution, and we live in a city, so that's already a problem. In terms of stuff, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but they've opened up a new lab in Vancouver, I think. And what they're doing is that they're taking stuff straight out of our ozone and recycling it into energy. So I could see that being very big in the future. Obviously, I don't know much about it, but I could see that being something similar to that, where we take from the ozone layer or the atmosphere or something like that and bring it back in. I think that would be a big one in the future as well. I think this is a very serious subject, and I think a lot of times it's overlooked. Climate change kind of is backseat to terrorism and finances and stuff like that. And I think they need to seriously consider how important this topic is, and that, when we talk about global warming and stuff like that, that we shouldn't just brush it off like we do usually. Especially in the Western world, I think a lot of us just brush it off, or it doesn't really affect us, or it's other countries around the world that are causing it. And I think it is a global, it's called global warming. It affects all of us, and all of us should be concerned about it. I think a lot of people my age don't care about things that don't interest them. So politics, finances, stuff like that doesn't really interest us. We're all about, sports and entertainment. But I think a lot of people my age in universities and in high schools and even in middle schools have to start being taught about this and being more aware of it. Because I feel like we are aware of it, but then we also are like, oh, we're just one person, what can we do? I think we need to be able to be told, hey, you can do something, because there's a lot of people with the same mindset as you. And that we can, if we all do this, then we can make a better, cleaner Alberta, Canada, and the world.